Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Car Addiction. Today I'm going to show you the list of improvements you need to do on your high mileage Toyota. If this is your first time in my channel, I'm a huge Nissan enthusiast, not a Toyota guy. I have three 300ZX twin turbo, I don't know why, and our 32 Skyline. I have a Toyota FRQ. It's my second Toyota, so I guess I'm turning into a Toyota enthusiast. And then I also have a 944. So I recently purchased this because I needed another daily. My wife is taking over my Hyundai Santa Fe, which is cursed. And it's a 2005 Toyota Tacoma Access Cab. It's the base 4-cylinder, 5-speed, 150,000 kilometers now. So I don't know if there's any service history on it. It runs and drives fine. So I thought, I will change the spark plugs. So before I did this, what I did was I ran a tank of gas with injector cleaner, the Lucas product. This Lucas product, and tell you the truth, right off the back, after driving probably 50 kilometers, I started noticing my fuel MPG went up significantly. That basically says somebody or nobody has ever ran an injector cleaner in this since the beginning. So I guess the injectors were clogged. First bottle, a quarter bottle, it's doing the job. So I'm going to use 2 more fill-ups and I'm going to put the injector cleaner in there so that it does its job. While I'm doing that, I realized, I might as well change the spark plugs. So from the factory, Toyota uses NGK iridium spark plugs on these motors. So if you use anything else like a platinum or a regular plugs, it's not going to work. You are actually using an inferior product. So Toyota is selling these vehicles with iridium plugs, top of the line. They're literally some of the best spark plugs you can buy. Comes from the factory. And I guess people talk about Toyota reliability. Yeah, because they're using top of the line product from the factory. So us being an enthusiast, I can look into in the market what's a better product out there, and I couldn't find a better product for this unit other than this, the factory spark plugs. The model number of this plug is ILFR6011. That's the factory recommended plug. Alright, so going in, you're going to need a couple of basic simple tools. A plier to take off the hoses, flathead or a star screwdriver. I have the whole standard socket set. Don't know why I have that, but sometimes you just gotta push, shove, poke. I'm using a drill. I have an impact. Beware, you should not be using an impact gun, taking or putting the spark plugs. Absolutely not. I'm using an impact, and I will be using to take some of these old bolts off the intake because they're old and crusty, and I don't want to stand there for hours wrenching it, so I'm using it. But do not use an impact. Warning. So as I said, there are a couple of crusty bolts that I want to take it off. Also in this drill I can set the torque level 1, 2 and 3, so I have it at 1 because I want the least amount of torque. Just a bit of cleanup. And this is where I will stop using the gun. So there's this thing, clip. There you go. Coil comes off. If you look at the coil, there's no oil residue in it. Means the gaskets inside are good. Here's coil out. As you can see, I don't have to try hard because you're supposed to have very low torque in them. A lot of people, they go pretty hard on these, which is not a good idea. Oh wow, you see that? First of all, Denso is also correct. I'm not sure about this part number, but I don't like this. I think whoever installed this put some oil in it so that it doesn't seize, which did a good job, but not a good idea. And these plugs are old. This is a sign of age. So first off, I'm gonna measure with the new ones. I just want to make sure they are the same height because yes, I purchased it from Rock Auto, and lately Rock Auto is not on their game. They sent me wrong parts twice. and of course it's the purchaser's responsibility to send it, so I have to eat it. I want to make sure they're equal, threads equal. This is a little taller, but that's okay because this part, that's what matters. So these spark plug sockets are great. You don't have to drop anything because you don't want to hit this part. Put it in, it holds it, you put them back slowly. Hand tighten them. Once it's all tight, you don't have to do too hard. Same story with this guy. Alright, so everything is in, back to where it's supposed to be. I lost my hat and we're gonna start it. Now, if you noticed, I used a lot of this or that. These screws came off after 15 years. Toyota, the screws are rusted, the screw came off. I used this to take them off, not to put them back. If you noticed, I used my hand and the ratchet to put them on. That's how you're supposed to be doing. You should not be putting too much torque in them. Most of these units, like spark plugs and stuff like that, 20-25 pounds, that's it. So you hand tighten them. Once you are end, you take your ratchet and you like a quarter turn. That's whatever torque that gives you. That's all you're gonna need. What I should have done is put some NTCs in the spark plugs, but I'm lazy. I don't have NTCs with me right now. Yeah, I just did it anyway because I have a feeling I'm going to be going with the cold air intake system. So I will be deleting this two pieces. So when I take them off, it'll take me another 5 minutes to take the plugs off and put some NTCs in. That's that. I'm gonna start the vehicle. The truck is quite the way it is, but I noticed one thing right away. Every time I used to start, it will take a couple of more cranks before it started. But this time it just started. And let's go for a drive because I'm excited to see what kind of drive difference I get, because these plugs were old and I believe I'm going to see some difference. It won't be nothing significant, but it will be some difference. Let's go. Alright, so apologize for the view. I can't find my standard holder, so it's kind of hard. So all I can tell you is I just did a pull right out of my driveway, and you see my steering shake because there's something either on the steering line or something. Can't find it. The wheels are balanced. Anyway, it's a significant difference. The truck is significantly different. I had some issue where in higher RPM it felt a little sluggish. Right now I was shifting at between 3,000 to 4,000. It doesn't feel sluggish at all. It actually feels good. Yeah, I'm happy. The truck accelerates a lot happier. The throttle response improved quite a bit. I guess I'm going to see a little bit better fuel economy because I'm sure those plugs were not doing the right job. You know, it's just old and a lot of kilometers in them. So when there's a new plugs in, the burn is better. You're supposed to see a bit more fuel economy, because these vehicles are really designed for economy, not really performance. Yeah, so that's that. I'm excited. I'm happy with the outcome so far. And please hit the subscribe button and bell notification. There are a couple of other maintenance related things coming into the channel. I will be doing a lot of videos on this Tacoma because it's going to be a high mileage Tacoma, and there's a lot of videos I will be doing in this Tacoma to do a more of a maintenance kind of thing. I'm not really be going towards an upgrade or anything like that because it is my daily driver, and if you know, I don't mess with my daily drivers because I need reliability and fuel economy for some change. Thank you for making it to the end of the video again.